Let's go. Our first Tua versus Joe Burrow matchup. The freaking football team.
Hey, Dolphin fans, just want to warn you about a few things here. One, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but there's this big Christmas tree set up outside where I live that's playing Christmas music. It does it every Christmas. It's actually kind of the quietest place I could really find, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, just ignore that if you can hear it. And then also, I do apologize a little bit because this might be a little bit rushed. It was a pretty busy week. I was out of town, and it seems like I'm going to be pretty busy, just kind of making up all the stuff I missed, I guess, this week. So this is kind of the only time I can really record this. So sorry if this maybe comes across as rushed or, you know, that I didn't try or whatever. Like, I did, but luckily for me, I guess, it's the last team that you don't, like, really need to study, because this is, I feel like, the last game on our schedule that just, like, you know, again, not trying to roast or anything like that, but just not really one of the better teams in the league, I guess you could say. They, honestly, at this point, without Joe Burrow, might be worse than the Jets. I know that's a pretty bold call, but, it is true. They did have, you know, something going with them with Joe Burrow, but unfortunately, that freaking football team had to ruin it, and they injured quarterbacks like they always do, and now we're robbed of a Tua versus Herbert matchup. Now, we don't know at the moment, at least, if Tua's going to play, but still, but yeah, besides that, really not a whole lot going for this Bengals team. All the talent they did have, they mostly traded away at this point. So anyway, let's get into it here, because this is the last game, like I said, that we should win, but obviously it is not a pushover like any week. So let's get into it, like I keep on saying. So the biggest strength is going to be the corners, and the biggest weakness is going to stay at O-line, like it has been. At this point, I think it's solidified. I don't think I'm ever going to change it the rest of the season unless something drastic happens. As for the Bengals, I'm going to put AJ Green as their biggest strength, but I do realize that he's not actually having a good season. I'm actually pretty sure he didn't get any targets or catches last week. So, and that was against the Giants. So, I know the Giants defense has been sneaky good, but it's still an NFC least team. But anyway, yeah, so I'm still going to put it as AJ Green. You know, it's not like Brandon, whatever the quarterback's name is, I forgot. It's not like, you know, he's really anything. They don't really have anyone else on this roster. I'm going to have to just give it to AJ Green, but you know, superstars like this can come out and just have a great week at any given week. Honestly, kind of like Devontae Parker last week. Their biggest weakness I'm going to put is O-line, because, wow, Joe Burrow got tortured this year when he was playing. I mean, that's part of the whole reason he did get that season-ending injury. This O-line is not good for Cincinnati, and in reality, this should not be a problem for Emmanuel Ogbah, Shaq Lawson, and a few other players on this team. So I know you're probably tired of seeing the same exact strategy to win every single week. But again, this should be the last week I say this. Honestly, man, this O-line isn't good. So blitz, do whatever you need to do to get to the quarterback. Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, they shouldn't have too much of a problem against these receivers. Again, AJ Green is out there, but he's not actually having that good of a year. But even so, either Howard is going to keep him locked down, or honestly, the defensive line is going to be too much pressure to where you can't even really get it to Green. Just quite simply, it's just who we are. We're not playing at a super consistent level on offense, but we are actually playing really well on defense the whole year. Why not just stick to the formula? Just get to the quarterback and trust that Howard and Jones are going to do their thing. I kind of say, why not to that strategy? As for what to be careful of, AJ Green is still one of the best receivers at the jump ball because, as you saw, granted it was Howard's rookie season, but he did have that one catch against Xavier Howard on the jump ball in 2016. I know it was 2016, but still something to look out for because AJ Green is still, I feel like, significantly taller than Howard. But anyway, just got to keep that in mind. But yeah, that's going to do it. I know I keep on saying this, but this is the last game on our schedule that we probably should come out as winners. But after that, it gets super tough. So we do got to win those games, but it starts with this one because if you don't win this one, I don't even think you deserve a playoff spot. So let's go out and get this win to Cincinnati, and then we can finally shift gears to Kansas City. So I hate to kind of say let's get this game over with, but that's kind of how I see it. And also it's not even interesting because Joe Burrow's not in there. So let's get it over with. Again, sorry if it feels a little rushed, but I will catch you for the recap. And until next time, fins up.